In the blue corner, a mountain town with silver in its veins, heritage buildings, and a counterculture charm, and a reputation as the Queen City of the Kootenays, Nelson, BC.
And in the red corner, a prairie cattle with royal pedigree, named for a queen, and proud to call itself the Queen City, Regina.
2 cities,
2 crowns,
2 contenders.
Jeff.
That's Jeff.
1 question.
Which one of our hometowns
is the real Queen City? I'm Jeff.
And I'm Sugata.
Do you dream of hitting the open road?
Of the adventures and eclectic people you run across on the way? Are you waiting for the right moment, the right shot of courage?
I thought that. In 2016, I had a stroke. But then, in 2022, we got married, and now we're traveling the world, enjoying adventure and romance. Welcome to the Queen City in Regina, Saskatchewan. Regina means queen. Regina's argument is simple. The name Regina is Latin for queen. The city was named in honor of Queen Victoria in 1882. It became the capital of Saskatchewan in 1905.
But deep in the mountains, another town claims the crown. Welcome to Nelson, British Columbia, the Queen City of the Kootenays. No, it's not Regina, as some people would say, but here, the Queen City, because this was the place where there were a ton of heritage buildings by the Queen. In the 1890s, silver mines in the region created enormous wealth, and Nelson became a banking, legal, and cultural center of the mining boom. Opera houses, stone buildings, electric cars. In a frontier town, it looked downright regal. This is the Queen City because this is where I learned to curtsy for the Queen and learned how to, that she liked tea, that you were not supposed to speak to her unless she was spoken to, but you do ask her to have tea and how to curtsy.
Initially, I believe this was named after Horatio Lord Nelson, who had high-level service for the Queen, but it was just named after some local yokel. His name was Nelson, who's Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia way back in 1921 or whatever it was.
Just a rebuttal up here. This wasn't just anyone. This was the representative of the Queen. The Lieutenant Governor of British Columbia is the representative of the Queen. Even Regina natives admit Nelson has his charms. We asked Lori, Jeff's cousin, who knows both cities. You are a native of Regina as well, I believe. What can you tell me about?
Yeah, I was born there, but I moved to BC when I was 6 years old. And I know Regina is the Queen City because it's named after Queen Victoria. But I don't see anything other than that makes it queenly. Nelson is a beautiful little city. Why is Nelson the Queen City? No.
Lori says that Nelson may have more queens per capita than Regina.
Drag queens are welcome here. They always have been. They always will be. That's one thing. I just had a nice green smoothie from Dairy Queen. Only in Nelson does Dairy Queen make blizzards with hemp, green marijuana smoothie.
But here's the twist. Nelson and Regina are far from the only Queen cities. But there's another contender in the ring, and it comes with big guns.
What about Toronto? Isn't Toronto the Queen City?
Toronto comes from York. However that comes out, I'm not sure. There's Queen Street. There is a Queen Street, yes, but it's not the Queen City. In the 1800s, cities across North America competed for the title. The nickname meant the leading city of a region. Cincinnati was called the Queen City of the West. Buffalo became the Queen City of the Lakes. Toronto was once known as the Queen City of Canada.
It was a bit of pride and a lot of boosterism. Railroads helped intensify the competition. Companies like the Canadian Pacific Railway built networks of towns connected like spokes on a wheel. And the city at the center of that action, that was the one that wore the crown. Both Nelson and Regina grew inside that railway matrix, so naturally, both towns started calling themselves royalty.
So which one wears the crown? Regina is the Queen City.
No, Nelson.
Regina truly is.
Nelson.
Regina, I tell you. Maybe the truth is North America has many Queen Cities.
But the best one is the one that you call home. Which city do you think is the Queen City?
Tell us in the comments. The thrill of the road does not end with a stroke. Come travel with us.
Please subscribe to our channel, Fierce Travel, and ring the bell for more notifications.
So do it.